Greetings one and all, this is Riddim Works and welcome to my channel with some more Battlefield 4 action. This video was supposed to be used to upload directly to my YouTube app on my PS4, but up to this point I'm not able to do so, but I'm not going to let this video go to waste anyway. Anyway, can I have a portion of COD and broken chips please? Now that would be a question that you wouldn't really ask in a fish and chip shop. And it wouldn't be a question that dedicated COD gamers, Call of Duty gamers would ask PlayStation Store. Oh shit. Okay, fine. Okay, let's do that again. Wow, that mic is sensitive. Well, it's something that you wouldn't ask the PS Store, or PS for short, for your latest Call of Duty Advanced Warfare game. Now, I've noticed that quite a lot of people are very upset of the fact that they were only able to download 1 or 2% of their digital copy and then being prompted to download it again. It goes back to the same thing that I've said on previous videos in relation to digital versus hard disk. I'm hard disk all the freaking way, you know. As a musician, for me it's kind of different. I mean, I would love to be selling CDs and vinyl, but you know, as a company, I don't want stocks and stocks and stocks of that shit built up in my yard. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense to me, and it's kind of cheaper to sell your stuff via MP3, digital download, WAV files and the like, and have a blanket coverage, a blanket distribution of your work in that way. That's the exception for me. I mean, you have some purists that will only buy vinyl. Fine, that's up to you, you know, but musically, from my standpoint, it just makes more sense for me to sell my stuff digitally. However, in the gaming world, the digital thing, it might work with some PS Store games, it might work with certain indie games in the PS Store, but for big, huge, massive files that Call of Duty will take up, it's not really going to be working that proper. And I've already heard from people that their PS4 consoles have frozen because of the rest mode situation, and that's worrying, man. You know, I don't think people really had that problem prior to the 2.0 update. So for them to start having it now, it's very, 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 very worrying. It really is. It's very worrying indeed. But instinct and common sense basically tells me at the end of the day, if you're not using the PS4, turn off that shit. If you want to buy a game, you just buy the disc, you know. In the PS Store, they often say, well, you know, you don't have to be waiting in no queues, you'll be first to get the thing and yada, yada, yada. But in this case, some people who just go trot into the store, waiting for Amazon or Play.com to deliver, or even Game.com to deliver their stuff, will get it even before the people who had it on pre-download, which makes no sense. However, that's another thing we got to basically get used to, and PS has got to sort out. You know, it's just not on, man. So my commiserations to you gamers that are getting a bad portion of COD and broken chips. Next up, IGN. Now, admittedly, before I got my PS4, my gaming news came from game.co.uk, play.com, amazon.com, or amazon.co.uk, whatever, and simply getting the reviews and the feedback in forums from the PS forums. That really was my only go-to sites and places for gaming news. Now, with me having the PS4 and the IGN app being made available on the PS4, I tend to watch IGN videos. But of late, I decided to go on my computer to do that, because having an Elgato, the only way you can use an Elgato to record your gameplay is to actually turn off the HDCP, copy protection. And in order for you to watch IGN videos on your PS4, you have to enable the HDCP. And in doing so will render your Elgato useless in that regard. So I just decided to go online to watch IGN videos and stuff. Now, I've got to say, man, looking at IGN and looking at the forums and looking at the demographic of people that goes on those sites and gives comments, sometimes can be very edifying, educating, but sometimes can be full of fucking bile, man. You know, it doesn't even matter if you are somewhat neutral in anything, but you just want people to have a good time gaming on whatever console they choose. You always will have a troll to more or less give comment to what you're saying, you know. And don't get me wrong, it's like, you know, some trolling can be of a sarcastic nature. Some sarcasm can be of a joyful nature. But I just noticed that, you know, some of the things that are basically said, it's like it's just a competition to see who could be the most drollest, to see who can be the most wittiest, to see who can be the most insulting. And I just think it's all jacked up. But then, you know, life is like that. You know, there are good people, there are bad people, there are fucked up people, there are people with frailties that wants to fix up, that feels the need to fix up. There are people that are mistaken in their views and are educated into knowing the difference, you know. But in gaming in particular, it's supposed to be based on entertainment, you know. It's an entertaining thing, you know, for you to be a gamer of any kind or on any console. It's supposed to be entertaining for you. It's something for you to do in your spare time. Yeah, if you're doing it on a competitive thing, it's somewhat different. But, you know, I know a few professional gamers that are really, really humble. They're really very humble, nice guys, you know. They know a lot about gaming and the like, you know, but they don't go out their way to make you know that they know more than you, so they must be better than you, kind of thing. And I see that shit a lot on YouTube to that effect, you know, but it's just what it is, man. But going back to IGN, you know, I see posts about games like Destiny, which has its fair share of criticism, you know, that goes without saying. But it's like the normal mode of practice for some of these trolls, right, is if there's an item of news about Destiny and these people basically state, well, I don't like Destiny, blah, 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 for whatever reason. Okay, that's fine. You know, you make that opinion. But then when another post or another video is put up about Destiny, you have the same people coming onto the same fucking thing, right? You have the same people coming on to that particular post and say the same fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Which to me makes no freaking sense. It makes no sense. If you have a dislike for something, why are you gonna come back and still post your dislike about something? It just does not make any sense. And then you have to consider the demographic of people that are in the forums that make all these comments. You know, because sometimes, you know, you have young kids making decent, sensible, educated comments, and you have big grown-ass people making stupid-ass comments. So it's not necessarily the cliche of the kids making stupid-ass comments, because I've seen grown-ass people make some foolish, stupid, non-informed comments and statements on IGN. You know, but that's just what it is on the internet, I suppose, you know. But for a gaming website like IGN, it's really sad, and it's kind of off-putting as well. Because like I said, back in the day when I only had those few points of call to get all my gaming news, it was exciting at that time. Yes, I've used that word exciting. Yes, it was exciting at that time. But now, you know, it's like if a CEO of a game developer scratches his ass, you know, there's always somebody to basically insinuate he's got Ebola or something. Do you know what I mean? It's just fucked up, man. It's just jacked up, you know. I might be waffling on about this, but it's just something that, you know, that I've just noticed of late, actually going online on my PC to get my gaming news from IGN. IGN, yeah, is a good company. It's you know, it's got its share of personalities in that company. You know, Colin, Game Over Greg, Ryan, the dude with the everlasting beard, and Brian Altano. Yeah, decent, you know, mix of guys. You know, decent mix of guys, and you know, they know their games. They know their gaming history. That's without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? And those are the type of peeps you need to help run something like that. You know, but even they get a massive share of abuse. Okay, epic fail coming up. Yeah, there you go. Even they get their share of abuse, even if they state the obvious, you know, and state things from a neutral position. They're just open to all kinds of abuse. And I don't understand that for something that we all supposed to enjoy. Wow, my camera mic is so sensitive, man. But anyway, that's all I really wanted to share with you guys today. It was just my train of thought this morning, and as usual, you know the coup, whatever the format, whatever the console, whatever the media, whatever the genre, happy gaming, man. That's what it's all about, happy gaming. And until I catch you guys on the next one, let me just stack up my shit real quick. Megan.